Eminence Front X5 and Larry Word here, coming to you from Salt Creek Hills out here just north of Baker, California. I'm out here to take a short hike out to some remains of, well, some early mining or prospecting. I think there's some mining going out there. They had a stamp mill out there, and there's some remains of that I'll show you here in a minute. There's also some adits that you can venture into as well as peer into, and some, I believe there are some shafts out there too. So let's go take a look at some of these things. They're at the very end of this trail, and it's something worth taking a peek at. Another thing I like about this Salt Creek Hill area or park is, well, it's not visited very frequently. It's right directly next door to the Dumont Dunes, the baby Dumont Dunes. It's pretty amazing what they have left over there. There's some really old remains of a building out there, a whole bunch of junk that's left out there from the mining days. And it's also part of the Spanish Trail, the old ancient Spanish Trail. It's pretty historic, and a lot of people just blaze by it on their way to Dumont Dunes. But I have to tell you, if you have, just a couple hours to spend out here, it's an amazing place to come visit. Check this place out. So a hike is a hike, and I don't know how much of the hike I'm actually going to put on this. I'll stop at different points to show you what it's like. The hike is actually, I would say, novice to intermediate. Good pair of hiking shoes, fairly decent health. You should be able to do this no problem. I'm also out here with Jenni Williams today. She's out here on a hike with me. Hello, Jenni.
Hey.
How you doing?
Beautiful day out.
Peachy keen jelly bean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There should be a ton of water. It just rained last night.
I know, that's what I'm excited about.
It rained all day yesterday, pretty much. So we should see a little runoff from that. It's definitely green out here, so let's soldier on here. Ooh, watch out. So we've come through here before. We made it almost halfway. We were hiking through here without the correct provisions. We're back now. We're going to conquer. We got water, food, everything we need. Hiking shoes.
Oh, last time.
It's not hot. We got a ways to go though. We got about a 2-mile hike. And we're going to be going through this area back here. As you can see, it's pretty rugged, but there is a cut path there, and we're going to go check it out as soon as we get done checking out what's under this tree. Oh yeah, there's a ton of butterflies out right now.
Look at it! Wild ladybugs!
Oh wow, they're everywhere. Very hard to read, folks. It's not my camera. It's the sign's just blown out. So they found remains under this tree or around it near the creek. It makes sense that a blacksmith shop would be over here. They need water, I would guess, to help their blacksmithing ways. That's really nice under here. It feels like 15 degrees cooler in here.
I know, that's why I'm excited to get in there.
Okay, so this is the direction we just came in on. We're under those trees still. And this is apparently where they found a lot of the blacksmith type of tools and remains from days long gone by. But what we're going to do here today is we're going to walk from that direction and we're going to go through here and see what's in store for us underneath this little tree. It looks like maybe there's some wolves back here.
No, it reminds me of like a little magical fairyland or something.
Fairyland.
Yeah, little gnomes are gonna come out and.
Okay, I can kind of see that because you have to be pretty short, which, you know, you'll have no problem getting through here. I, on the other hand...
Gnomes live on the bottom of the trees and the fairies come down from up the top.
Oh, there's another little area over here. Okay. Ah! Man, you do have to be short in here, I'm telling you.
No, you just walk this way, right here.
It looks like there's a path. It just keeps going.
Well, people have just cleared their way through.
You have to be about 3 feet tall to get underneath that, but I managed.
Oh yeah, we have. Look, there's animal scat.
Yeah, but this is where they're coming for the water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if there's more ladybugs down there.
Let's go check this out. Little path through here. This reminds me of what I was doing out in Lone Pine. Kind of poking around. No, it wasn't Lone Pine, it was Independence. I was poking around in Independence and I was kind of wandering around. I don't know whose property, but yeah, I don't know where I'm at.
Okay. That's a beautiful little marshy, butterflies, reeds, a few trees.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice little...
It's very...
quaint.
What do you call it? It's paradise-like. We're going to head on out. Pretty cool to see that marsh area from the back, because we only get to see it from the side here, and it's not much of a view because you got this rock outcropping. This is the direction we just came from on our little marsh explore, and we're going to be heading up back out to this little Y. Now what we're going to be doing is heading out this direction, right through that that area right there and out and around. So let's go on. Okay, here's where the trail kind of starts as far as the hike goes. All that stuff behind us, yeah, was a part of the trail, but this is really where it starts for me. We're going to be cutting through this little slot and up and around on top of this little plateau. So let's mosey. So I've been to this place on and off for the last year and a half. I don't know, 20, 30 times trying to get a video out. And it hasn't been fruitful to me. For some reason, one thing or another goes wrong. But yeah, always something going wrong, and I'm not quite sure why. But I'm out here to give it another shot. And it's probably my last hike out in the desert because it's damn hot. Ooh, nice breeze. Okay, so these green trees right over here, that's where we were just at as far as the blacksmith shop goes. So we traveled up this little slot canyon and up through this area, and here we are on top of this little plateau, and we're heading off in this direction. That's south there, that's towards Baker. And this direction is off where the ruins are on this hike at Salt Creek Hills. Once you get out of that little canyon, it's not bad. Pretty easy walk, well-defined path all the way to the ruins. A little lumpy here and there, but overall pretty flat. Canyon, different story. But from there, it's pretty easy. You can actually walk all the way to the baby Dumont Dunes this way. Just FYI. So right about here is a small building that we're going to go check out real quick. It's one of the oldest buildings remaining in the Mohave area, believe it or not. So we can either head down this path here and go see the mine remains, and we can come back and check out that house later. We can do it now and check out the mines later. I'd rather do the mines because, well, you guys got to check this out. It's like sand. There's an old mine claim right up there. Right there. Ooh, what do we have here? Bats of Salt Creek Hill.
Are you going to work every day in this?
Well, this took years to do.
I know.
Very cool. Well, we're out of the heat.
That's good.
This is the exciting part of the hike for me, this hike, because of the remains that are down here. There's actually, I think it was a 4-stamp mill, possibly a 2, I'm not sure. But the stamp mill remains are still down here. Last I was here a year ago. There's that old building. And we came down from dead center there. All the way down. Up to this section here. We're going to continue on to where that little water tower is there. I think there's an adit over there that we're going to go investigate. But there's an adit just across our way here, dead center. And a bunch of trails leading to other adits and little prospecting sites. Let's go check this out.
Oh, wow.
Look at all the nails below us. Wow. Okay, so what we're looking at here again is the old building. But below it you can see this trash area. They're just dumping trash right in this little ravine. There's a little mine shaft here. There's that little adit I was talking about. And there's a shaft over here, I believe, or an opening. More of a, like a stope. It's really weird. But I'll go poke in there. And there's also an adit we can walk into over here. It's kind of neat. Bing, right over here. Let's go check that out. Pretty cool. It's a long way down. It's probably 5 stories right there.
Show me a picture. I'm scared I can't.
Well, you can come over here. But so they would take the ore out of this shaft, probably walk it right down to that wooden frame down there is the stamp mill. That's nuts down there. That's far. Okay. Oop. Don't drop your phone down the shaft. Rule 1. I kind of want to go up to that water tower. But even before that, I think I want to go into this adit. A little steep, a little slippery. Whoa, guys. Just found an adit. You know what that means. Let's go check it out.
way the rock is, it just looks like brick.
Yeah, it just comes to a dead stop right there.
Yeah, but it even looks like red, you know?
You can see down there at the bottom, about knee level, where they stopped. This is right where they stopped. They got what they wanted. It ran out right there. They ran into this big red rock. Interesting shit. So I'm climbing up to this water tower. It's pretty beat up. I'm up to it now. Yeah, it's pretty beat up. It's old. It's riveted. I've pretty thick sheet. So yeah, pretty high up as well. Anyways, check out this view. There, of course, is the old building dead center. All the ruins below it, and then this is the little path we walked up right through here. That's kind of where it started, right over here, down into the parking lot. But yeah, let's go check this place out. There's the little shaft, mine shaft. See those little trails in the hill across the way there? Those all lead to different types of mines and little shafts. You can see one right up at the top here, little shaft, or at it, excuse me. Stuff all over that hill. So yeah, back in the day, they were looking for gold out here. They did find it. Here's one of the pipes from the water tower, right there. And the beat up water tower. Target practice. It's interesting though, these are exit holes. They were shooting from the other side. Okay, so we're heading over to the stamp mill remains. Just right around the corner here. Just down this path. How convenient, huh? You just pull your ore up here from your mine, shuttle it down there and get it crushed. Man, this stuff's been around here for a long time. Here's the terraced stamp mill. Not much remains of it now.
Okay, so they put these grates over, that's where the stuff came out?
Those are shafts. So there's different ways to get ore out of the mountain. Either you go down like an elevator, like she's talking about. What you're talking about here, folks, is let's see here. It's this area right there under my finger. That little dark area is graded off. That is a shaft. It goes straight down, and from there you can access different tunnels or adits or tunnels that go into the side of the mountain. The one we just went in, that's an adit. That just goes right into the mountain safely. This one you have to take like an elevator device down, and then you traverse into the tunnels.
So why did they keep this somewhat, I mean, I know it's not functional, but a lot of the places that you've gone or we've been, they like blow up the mines, they close them up, they like destroy everything, they fill it with dirt. Like why?
There's different ways to close off mines. One, the cheap way is to do just these covers, and bats use these as well. So what they're doing with these grates is allow bats in and out, as well as a natural habitat for them to live in underground.
So this isn't a super special place that has especially set up so you can come and see it and everything. It just happens to be, it was easier for them to
leave it intact.
Yeah. And allow you to do
they
things.
safened it up by not letting you access to the areas that you shouldn't go into, like this shaft up here. no go. You know, you should not go in there.
Yeah,
It's
I
dangerous.
didn't even see that until
Yeah, it's dangerous. So, but the tunnel is no problem. The adit's no problem. But that shaft, no, I wouldn't go in any of these shafts. No way. And there's some that are not even over in this area. There's some like right on top of this hill that are kind of blown up. They've fallen in. They've collapsed. Imagine being down in there and it collapses. You're fucked. You'll never get out. So we're at the bottom portion of, or the bottom area of the stamp mill. Looking up at the valley that we're in. And we just walked down. There's the building up there off to the left. Center left. Let's go check out this stamp mill remains. 1880s, huh? It looks like it could have been maybe a two-stamp mill. The two stamps were probably in between these pillars going up and down. Hard to tell. I'm not very educated on that stuff, but it's the remains of a stamp mill.
Oh, look, that's where it came down, right there.
Yeah, there's a little chute right there. The ore comes out and drops down and probably gets crushed right there and comes down and then over to this side for something, yeah.
Crushed again, maybe? Or...
Have no idea. You'd have to be here to see it running to make heads or tails at it. Almost each one of them are unique.
Like it crushes and then some stuff falls lower because they know it's different. And it naturally shifts itself as it goes down the mill.
That's when they start sifting through it, yeah. Settling in the settling ponds kind of thing.
Maybe. It's huge.
It's a huge process. But yeah, you have to get it out of the rock first and then you have to crush the rock. But this is where we're eating lunch, folks, at the stamp mill. So we'll sign off until after lunch. Okay, we're done eating lunch now, and we're going to press on. We're going to go back up the hill that we were at from the stamp mill here. And we're going to go and visit the old building on the hill there, dead center. A little bit of a walk, but we can manage. Looks like there's another shaft over here. So these are open like this so that birds can, or bats. Oh, there's a bunch of babies down here. Yeah, she's flying around. Let's get the fuck out of here. I hate pissing off nature.
No.
Wow, there's another one here.
We're fine.
These are blocked off because they probably link up with the inner workings in there, where that shaft was up there. Mm-hmm. This probably goes in through that.
You're just fine, relax.
Let's go check out what this feature is up here. Looks like a shaft. It's now filled in. Sorry for the sign, guys, but try to read that. This may be the oldest standing structure in the Mohave Desert. Three-room office house was originally constructed between 1850 and 1852. The picture above shows the building 100 years later in 1950 with the modern roof, which of course you cannot see.
Because they could use a better sign.
That's what we're here to see. Remains of this old building. And the remains around it. There's a lot of garbage around it. discarded stuff. Where else are you going to put it, right? Looks to have some kind of made wall here. Rock wall. It's a bed frame. Several bed frames. Corrugated sheet metal. Pipes, an oven. Whole bunch of crap. Strewn about. But there's the building itself, what's left of it. Let's go check it out. Wonder if this was like the administration office or something. Oh wow, there's a lot of it missing. Of course, but I mean wall-wise, there's a whole section here missing. Looks to be a fireplace on this side, east side of the building. Very narrow. Back in the distance there, that tan area is the baby Dumont Dunes. Okay, we're standing inside the abandoned administration house of sorts, but it's cool, interesting. Been here a few times, but the view you get from the back porch, I'm assuming this is the back porch, is amazing. You can survey the whole mine site. Right down there is where it kind of starts. Goes all the way around. There's the open adit over there, the water tank. Shaft dead center. Then the stamp mill way down there at the end. Down below here is where all the trash is. There's an oven way down there in the center. A couple barrels way down there. But yeah, this is Salt Creek Hills, folks. It's pretty cool to see, especially if you're a mine junkie like me. You get to see a couple things here. You get to see the remains of a stamp mill, and you can walk into a few of these adits, which is kind of neat. I highly recommend this hike. Okay, so that was the Salt Creek Hills hike and little explorer out there, and this is a park. People, you can come here. They have bathrooms, they have parking. It's great. It's like you're on a little adventure. If you want to try a little mini one out, this is the way to go. Right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, definitely.
She's gone on adventures with me. I mean, you know. It's
Yeah.
like an adventure. You're discovering shit
That's the most mines we've been able to go into.
in one day.
Yes.
Two.
Aside from the...
We went into two today in one day. So here at this park, you can walk from one to the other.
Go picnic by the river.
Picnic by the river. It's really nice. It's really hot out right now.
There's
so we're
not a lot of shade though, so you
Yeah.
go early in the morning so you're done.
And bring
They
a
have
lot
your
of water.
picnic by the river in
Exactly.
the afternoon.
And that pretty much concludes our trip out here to Salt Creek Hills. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And it's hot. We're getting out of here. We're going to the Mad Greek. Strawberry shakes.